Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I had to redo this video about 3 times. I was in the house doing it, but kept getting interrupted by my siblings. But this video is about 12th house and Mercury. And if you don't know what Mercury is in astrology, go watch my previous video about the 12th house and sun. And before we get started, if you don't have your birth chart and know your birth chart placements already, click the link below at astro.com to get a free birth chart reading, and come back and watch this video and let me know what houses you have in the 12th house as well. So, the 12th house is a house about isolation. It's usually the last cycle that someone goes through in their life. It's about death, it's about isolation, it's about what is hidden, like your hidden talent, and it's also about your hidden enemies as well. So, when it enters Mercury, and Mercury in astrology is a house about communication and the way that you communicate with others. This means that your speech is delayed in some way, shape, or form, or your communication is delayed as well. So, what this could look like early on in life when you was a child, you either was muted or you didn't talk very much. So, this could have been something like maybe your parents didn't talk to you as much, not because they was annoying you or anything, because they already knew what you wanted. You guys communicated in different ways. I know when I was little with displacement as a 12th house, me and my parents communicated when I was like a toddler through simply just looking at each other, because I would look at them, they would already know what I wanted. And my mom could just give me a glare and just like stare at me, and I know what she wanted me to do. It'll be communication this way as well. Or since the 12th house is also a very spiritual house, you could have been a type that communicated through your mind with other people. Like you already sensed what other people was thinking, so you always thought there was no need to actually communicate with them. And this caused your speech to be delayed in some way, shape, or form. Maybe the child in school had to go to speech therapy to get people to better understand them. Maybe the teachers couldn't quite understand their speech, or it could have been a child that was just very quiet in class that didn't speak at all, and teacher might have had some concerns about their mental state. Maybe people thought something was wrong because they didn't speak as much as other children. Or it could have been a child that spoke too fast or was too advanced in speech, and other people couldn't quite understand what they were saying. So that's what this placement could look like as a child as well. And another factor of 12th house being in Mercury is that since it's a spiritual house, there are psychic gifts that they have. So maybe they can pick up on certain hidden conversations that is like kept secret in families, and they don't know about it. Then they'll have to keep it a secret as well, or they're told to keep it a secret as well, um, by people in their family. And this kind of shatters their confidence as they get older and try to speak and express themselves as well. So with this placement, your whole purpose is trying to find creative ways to basically communicate with others and just speak with others as well. So with this placement, it makes for good writers. It makes for good filmmakers. It makes for good journalists as well. So anything revolving around writing, filmmaking, or even acting is all associated with the 12th house. That's why you see a lot of actors have their Mercury in 12th house. A lot of filmmakers like Tim Burton have their Mercury in the 12th house as well, because they had to find different creative ways um, to be heard, to basically communicate with others. Because either the speech was delayed, or they communicated in ways people couldn't understand. And I noticed with the 12th house, a lot of people speak in riddles, or they speak like a philosopher, or like like they speak like a poet. Like people can't really understand what they're saying. They would like use riddles to talk. And when people are listening to them talk, they're kind of like, what the hell are they talking about? Because they teach, the way that they speak to others, and other people can't understand because they're just too ahead of their time. So that's why I say this placement makes good filmmakers or good writers. A lot of writers have displacements as well. Now, I went a little bit about the past life and sun in my previous video. I'm gonna do the same with this placement, but it's gonna be a little different with Mercury in the 12th house, because in the past life with Mercury in the 12th house, this could look like something like in the past life, someone was you maybe was someone that's talk a lot, not in a bad way, or it could have been in a bad way. You could have been someone in higher power that just talk way too much, or you could have been a person that like use your voice to stand up for others, and that didn't get you, that didn't work out so well for you in your past life. So you have to be reincarnated in this lifetime to basically communicate in a different way. You can't communicate like you previously communicated in the past life. And I noticed with this placement, a lot of people will try to set you down as well, and try to overtalk you, or basically tell you set up, or try to make it seem like whatever you're saying is wrong, or whatever you're saying is crazy. When in reality, it's not crazy. A lot of people with this placement do have gifts to understand a lot of information and take a lot of information in all at once. And people can't really understand how can someone know that much. So they'll try to set you down when you try to serve that information with the world. So, have you ever seen the series Psyche K on Netflix? That's kind of, his character is basically how a 12th house Mercury person is, and how it manifests throughout their life. Like they channel so many different things in the universe, communicate with them in so many different ways. Like for example, in Psychic K, I think he had the ability to like hear other people's conversation and also tell the future. That's what a lot of 12th house Mercuries can do. Their whole character is kind of like Psychic K. If you've never seen that anime series on Netflix, I recommend watching it, especially if you're a 12th house Mercury. That's exactly how the psychic abilities look in the 12th house and Mercury. A lot of them aren't able to pick up on a lot of different information at once. And what happened is when they try to like put all that information into their own words, it comes out kind of like in scrambles, because it's just so much that they have in their mind that when they like try to say it, they might stutter a lot when they talk as well. They might stutter a lot or stumble over their words a lot, because their brain is like has so much different information jammed up to it, and have so many ideas that they have no choice but to express it in a creative way, or it's not going to come out right. If you just like talking, it's gonna sound crazy to some people unless you find a creative way to get people to listen, like put it in a film, put it in a book, or simply act it out, like act it out in a play or something. That's the way that a lot of 12th house Mercury have to learn to communicate with people, because their regular way of communicating, other people is not going to understand it. So that's the big lesson of the 12th house Mercury, is to learn how to communicate in a different way that will get people to listen to you. Now, you are going to have to fight for your voice a lot in this lifetime, and you're going to know some things about people and pick up things about people, and it's going to hurt their feelings when like you tell them you know these things. So you're gonna get a lot of people to like dim your voice, like try to set you down, or like make it seem like you're crazy because you know all this information and they know it's true. They just hate the fact that you know it. So basically, you're going to get a lot of people try to shut you down or make it seem like you're crazy because of this. And my biggest advice to 12th house Mercury is don't let that discourage you from speaking. It's different ways of communication. Um, and that is the greatest gift that the 12th houser and Mercury got. They can communicate in so many different ways. And not only that, they can pick up on so many different things. Like they have so much information and so much knowledge that is locked in their brain. And I think it does need to be shared with the world. So I think every 12th house Mercury to tap into some form of creative gift that they have, and it will be beneficial in the long run. So that's basically the whole glimpse of being a 12th house Mercury is that your communication is delayed and you're going to have to find a way to communicate with others, and others are going to try to set you down, but don't let that discourage you. A lot of 12th housers learn to communicate later in life versus when they're younger. A lot of them can like hate their voice or like hate talking to people when they're younger, but as they get older, they learn some new creative way to speak with others, such as writing or filmmaking. So this is pretty much it on my video about the 12th house and Mercury. My next video is going to be about the 12th house and moon. If you have any more placements that you wish I will talk about, just drop it in the comment section below and please subscribe.